Hey guys, Jeff here, and welcome to episode 1 of my Forever Home deck build series. 3, 2, 1. Where I'm going to be showing you that an attached deck can be a DIY project that any homeowner can handle. And it all starts by avoiding a problem that's silently killing every house on the continent. Rotting rim joists. Yeah, just dust. Let's build a deck. And what we have inevitably is this very big problem with rim joists and ledger boards when we sandwich them together, is that all the water that goes through the doors and windows of the home comes down towards your deck and gets trapped right here. And the water that gets trapped here sits here and it doesn't dry. And there is no solution until today. This is a bracket that has got a 1-inch offset. And the idea of this is it gets attached to the wall. It has a galvanized ledge on it. And we're still going to use the same 2x10, but now we're pulling it off the building, okay? We're allowing us to finish our facade up and around this, where the bracket's attached to the building, and then the wood is now attached to a bracket. And that is completely different, because now we don't have one fastener from outside where the water is going all the way into the rim joist. These are 2 separate systems. So I'm going to do a quick installation and show you how the benefits work and how this is now a 100-year deck product. The manufacturer of the bracket recommends for our residential installation no more than 6 feet apart. But they do have a graph for in certain situations and depending on your building material, blah, 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 right? So we decided we wanted to go with 4 feet, which is their highest standard that they have ratings for. Because what I'm trying to do right now is not fail an inspection. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to identify the middle of this joist space, which is doubled with the brackets. This will be our home base. Okay, so this is going to be my spot, and I'm just going to draw that mark on the floor in case anything happens. So here we go. This is where the first block will go. We're going to get it on the line and on my mark. Let the games begin. All right. So we tag team some bolts. Yeah, you got your drill handy? Yep. I just want to get one in each machine, in each block for now. All right. Now we can put this up. Let's go with the 2-inch gap, because I am pretty sure that we're going to want to be able to put a facade on the side of that as well. Yeah. And we have a nosing overhang, so that's to consider as well. 1 second. I like that. Okay. Work. Oh yeah, that looks snug as a bug in a rug. I'm loving this. Okay, next piece. Okay, so now we have about 200 more screws to put in. We got to take the ledger back off. Is it just me, Matt, or is this like raccoon poop over here? No, I knew you were coming. Go away. I get to build a 100-year deck with my son. Okay, so our city inspector came by yesterday, and so there was a lot of communication going on about this product. 4 of these 1/4-inch bolts carry just as much, if not more, than a lag. That's a 3/8. And so we are way above the rating. So even though the inspector's like, hey, what about these holes down here? Why didn't you fill them? And I said, because my block comes to this high. And if I put Tapcons in here into my hollow block wall, because it's not solid concrete, that does not supply any structural stability. And all it does is weaken the top of the block where it's meeting the sill. And so she was more than happy with that. Realized everything's good. Now what we're doing is we're covering over our screws with butyl tape. The idea here is now our fastener that's connecting our metal plate to our wood, which goes past our weather barrier, all right, is now waterproofed and separated from the actual ledger board. The ledger board now will get screwed with self-tapping screws into this metal bracket here, and those screws will not penetrate our weather barrier that's in behind it. Grab your end, thank you. I'm gonna create a air gap over here.
Okay.
All right, that's my spot.
Cool.
So we're just gonna mark it on the flange, Little bit of mercy first. That look good? Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. You can use the table, grab the grinder. We're creating a U-channel in behind, okay? Just for water diversion purposes. And we're not bothering with the bottom. It's under the deck. I don't concern myself with that. But this also helps to hold all the boards in place so we don't have to over nail. We're just gonna cut a bunch of J-trims now. Once we get this board on, we'll slide them in on each side and then we'll trim them all out. Right? And then we just gotta take the snips out and cut the channels. We have a really difficult scenario here. All right, so Matt's gonna help me out. We're gonna push this bad boy in. All right, up, all the way over. So first thing we have to do is make sure that none of these little corners are catching edges of other materials. We'll start here. I gotta get past this J-trim. I also have to push this cap back and slide it towards me, Matt, about an inch. There we go, okay. And not catch the back side of this as I go. Okay, so this piece of siding now has been cut so that it slides in this gap, but it also has to come notch up and over every one of these. So it's been cut short enough to squeeze up and slide over and sit down without revealing itself past this trim. 1 second. One more little nudge. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, that actually looks pretty good.
High five.
Well done, buddy.
Okay.
Double checking. Good. Good. Okay, we're good. So, we ordered 9 1/4 LVLs. That's 9 1/2. The code, I got 2 inches finished. And I'm already 2 inches to the top of that trim, which is 1 inch. And that only gives me 9 inches. I don't have any mercy. I don't have another 1/4 inch mercy. I will fail final inspection when they measure from sill to my floor if I do not have 2 inches. So, as it is right now, this is a 1/4 inch too thick.
Huh.
And that's my 1/4 inch, that's my 1/2 inch, my 3/4, and my 1 inch line. So I'm gonna put that black mark right on that edge and rip a 1/4 inch off. 1/4 inch. Oh, I thought it was gonna die just about an inch shy. All right.
We gotta
now,
wrap it in the blue skin before we put it on the wall?
Yeah, it's gotta be all 4 sides because it's can't be contact with weather. So we're gonna roll it up onto the top edge. Christmas present wrapping. Give me some pressure.
There was something inside of me that just wanted to plant that square thing of blue skin right on top of your head.
Why am I not surprised? Sweet. All right. Beautiful. That's a beam, baby. Oh, almost at the ducting. And when we slide, we have to lift and set or we tear the tape, right?
Yeah, we both learned that one, I think.
Yeah, okay. Right. How's that?
Good.
This bit is gonna be cooked when I'm done. We finally got the secret sauce. We got a Phillips number 3 bit. Fits better, okay. And we got pre-drilled holes. What we learned is, when you get all the way in, you have resistance. Instead of pushing, just don't push at all. No resistance. Back it out, gentle. Back it out, gentle. And then the self-tapper works. But if you push with the self-tapper, you're just fighting, and it just bores out the hole. What we did is we just popped off the insulation that was on the back, marked off the locations of the plates, translated that information to the board, marked our holes, pre-drilled them, set all of our screws. Now when we drive those screws in, they're self-tapping screws. They're going to find the location of the pre-drill, and it'll bite in perfectly, perfect every time. Well, there you have it, folks. That's how you get started on a deck that's going to last longer than you do. And if you're interested in watching us do the entire deck series build, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We'll see you in the next video soon. Cheers.